The Dallas Cowboys completely dominated the New York Giants in front of national television. The season opened up for both teams on Sunday Night Football, and it was a complete domination by Dallas. First off, we're going to talk about Dallas's defense. I truly believe that Dallas's defense is the best in football. I think it's a tie with the 49ers. I think the 49ers and Cowboys is like 1A, 1B. I don't think one's better than the other, but I think they're right at the same tier. Like it's 1A, 1B between Dallas and San Francisco. And all three phases of Dallas just completely destroyed New York. And New York was a playoff team last year, so it's not like the Giants are some team that went 3-14 last year or 2-15. This was a playoff team, and I think the Giants were overrated last year. I think they were overrated coming into the season. But you can't ignore the fact that they were a playoff team. That's something that is a fact. They made the playoffs. They beat the Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs. But back to talking about the Dallas defense, I think shutting down the Giants offense proved a lot. Guys like Marquise Bell really came out in place of starters. Thomas, the young undrafted safety. Guys like Harper, obviously, are young guys that casual fans may not know about that really, really shined. But obviously, the Dallas defense is nowhere near full health. They're still waiting for Jordan Lewis to come back. They're still waiting for Donovan Wilson to come back. The starting linebacker, Demarion Overshawn, tore his ACL in preseason. But let's talk about some of the players. Bell had 8 tackles and a forced fumble. Vander Esch 6 tackles, excuse me. Gilmore 4 tackles, an interception. Bland the pick 6. Hooker 5 tackles. Diggs a forced fumble. Armstrong 2 sacks. Kearse 7 tackles. Clark 5 tackles. Odigizua 2 sacks. Parsons a sack with 3 tackles. Hankins played really good. Didn't really flip the stat sheet, but played really well. And just overall, was really, really impressive. Like I said, Armstrong had 2 sacks. Odigizua had 2 sacks. Parsons had a sack. Golston had a sack, and then another sack that was called back into Marcus Lawrence. Played an awesome game with a sack, but didn't really flip the stat sheet. Talking about the offense, Dak Prescott played very well, I think. He didn't really have to do much, but he did play well when it came to it, putting up 143 yards through the air and 6 rushing yards. Let's see, like I said, he wasn't asked to do much. The defense and special teams scored and did plenty, and Dak came in and didn't turn the ball over, didn't make any mistakes, and played a really clean game. Tony Pollard, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns, played very well. The Cowboys utilizing Cavante Turpin in the running game for 14 yards and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb did what he needed to do, put up 77 yards. Obviously, the big play in the first quarter, and then was consistent the rest of the game. Brandon Cooks in his Dallas debut put up 2 catches for 22 yards. Jake Ferguson had 2 catches for 11, and he had a couple of drops, and so did Peyton Hendershot. The 2 tight ends, those 2 guys really have to step up this season. Michael Gallup in his 1 catch for 10 yards, and then Tolbert getting a target as well. Hopefully we get to see more from him soon, and most importantly, see more from this offense. I want to see this team really just dominate running the ball and air the ball out. I want to see Dak Prescott get his 400 yards. I want to see Pollard break out for his 150-yard game and all that kind of stuff, which is going to be needed down the stretch. Obviously, if the defense played at an A-plus level, 99 overall, 10 out of 10, the offense played at like a B-plus. B-plus. Actually, I'll say A-minus. B-plus, A-minus. 90 overall, 9.2 out of 10. The offensive line played really, really well. The offense was not asked to do much, but when the offense needed a score and put a drive together, they did. The reason why I'd say A-minus, towards the end, running the ball really didn't work with Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn, the drops by Hendershot and Ferguson. But then what makes it an A is the offensive line. Dak Prescott and the offensive line made it an A to begin with. The offensive line was amazing, blocking for Pollard and protecting Dak. And then obviously Dak played really, really well. Special teams, obviously Thomas with the block and Noah Ejinobi, or however you want to pronounce it, the corner, Ejinobi, whatever you can, I can't pronounce it. If he keeps making plays like that, we'll be forced to pronounce it right. The block and recover to the for the field goal block for 6, and then a missed extra point by Aubrey. Obviously, that sucks. But like I said, overall, Dallas Cowboys played really, really well. The Giants looked awful, but the Giants looked awful because of how good Dallas played. I think New York is a 500 team. I think this team will finish with 9, 10, 11 wins, and the Dallas Cowboys to completely destroy them. Like I said, I think New York wins 9, 10, 11 games this year, and Dallas dropped 40 on them casually. And what I mean by casually dropping 40 is the offense didn't have to score that much. And that just says a lot. I think Dallas is a 14-win team this year. Like I said, I think Dallas goes either 13-4 or 14-3, while New York is a 9-win, 10-win, 11-win. That's if they stay healthy. If they don't stay healthy, I see this team winning 6 games. But yeah, the offensive line played really good. The secondary was amazing. Gilmore, Diggs completely dominated and shut down all the receivers. DeMarcus Lawrence, Osa Odighizuwa, Chancey Golston, Micah Parsons, Dante Fowler all played really, really well getting to the quarterback. And then guys like Hankins and Monty Smith and Yellen Moore and a bunch of different aspects of the defensive line shut down again with Dorrance Armstrong, and then the safeties with excuse me, with Jaron Curse, Malik Hooker, and like I said, Thomas. So that's basically it. I'm trying to think of anything else to add to it. When the Cowboys get Donovan Wilson back and Jordan Lewis back, the defense will be even better. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you.